A very, very warm welcome to the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium. We are in Johor Darul. It is the venue for Group I of the AFC Champions League 2022. The match we've got coming for you, Kawasaki Frontale, the J-League champions, versus Malaysia, 8 times in a row champions, Johor Darul Taxi. On match day number 1, Johor beat Guangzhou by 5-0. On match day number 2, Kawasaki beat Guangzhou 8-0. So they're the whipping boys. Earlier on today, Guangzhou were beaten 3-0 by Ulsan Hyundai. But Johor's victory over Ulsan on match day number 2 with a late goal from Bergson de Silva means that it's the Malaysian champions who are top of the standings after 2 match days. Kawasaki Frontale, for all of their success in recent seasons in the J-League, have not been able to replicate that on the AFC Champions League stage. This is a big test for them. 97% humidity, not much wind inside. It's very, very tough conditions for Kawasaki to come into Johor's house. Johor high on confidence after that deserved victory by 2-1 over Ulsan Hyundai. In the dressing rooms, I can tell you that the official team news is that Kawasaki Frontale have produced as strong a lineup as they possibly can. They are giving utmost respect to Johor Darul Taksim. Very often Southeast Asian teams are on the butt end of bad results against teams from Korea and Japan. Not with Johor, and not this season so far anyway. So it's as strong a team as Kawasaki, who are leading the J-League at the moment and have won the J-League in 4 out of the last 5 seasons. They were runners-up in the other year. So they are a very, very strong side, but they are aware of what Johor Darul Taksim are capable of. The 2015 AFC Cup champions, they do have a victory against the Japanese side to their name, the Johor Kashmir Antlers were beaten at the Larkin Stadium famously by 1-0 in 2019, and they pushed Nagoya Grampus 8 quite close last season in the neutrally placed or the single venue groups. They lost both matches, but only by a single goal on each occasion, 1-0 and 2-1 respectively. Johor come into this match with a 100% record in all competitions. They're 4 wins out of 4 in their domestic league. 12 goals scored, just 1 conceded. They also won a cup tie against an amateur side by 10-0. And of course, they've won 2 games out of 2 here in the AFC Champions League. The 5 goals they scored against Guangzhou, plus the 2-1 victory against Ulsan, that really, really made Kawasaki Frontale sit up and take notice. Hence, the maximum respect and the full strength lineup. Johor, the designated away team for today, so they will be in their change colours of white shirts and pink shorts. Kawasaki Frontale will be in their usual sky blue. And there's a little knot of Kawasaki fans high up to the goal, away to the right as the teams come out. So this is beautifully set up. Johor have already, I believe, achieved as much as could be expected in this particular group. They've hosted it in style with the 2 separate venues. They've produced the shock result. Ulsan and Kawasaki drew 1-1 on match day 1. Kawasaki rescued by a last-minute equaliser from central defender Kurumaya after a goalkeeping error. And then they walloped Guangzhou by 8-0 here, with pretty much a second strength side. They make 9 changes to the starting lineup they played against Guangzhou, so the players who Turo Aniki has selected have had a chance to get rested. Had a full 5 days worth of rest since that 1-1 draw in the sunshine against Ulsan at Larkin Stadium. So it's beautifully poised. That rest might be a key ingredient, because for Johor, the match against Guangzhou wouldn't have taken too much out of them. They eased up quite a bit in the last half hour, having secured themselves a 5-0 lead. But the match against Ulsan really, really did take it out of them. And several of the players were on their knees by the time the final whistle went, delirious with excitement. But the fatigue may well kick in. It's a really stringent 6 matches in 15 days. So you're trying to take your rest where you can, but adrenaline may well take Johor quite some of the way this time. This is the AFC Champions League. The strains of the AFC anthem echo around the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium. This is Group I, match day number 3. It is Kawasaki Frontale, the J-League champions, against Malaysia's best, Johor Darul Taxi. It's a beautiful sight as you come out up those steps. Huge grandstand, the capacity for tonight's match 15,000, and I believe all tickets have been sold. So there'll be a terrific atmosphere inside the stadium. Kawasaki Frontale, though, they're a big club, a big name club. They know how to adapt. They've got really good players and a little knot of fans up, as I said, to the right. Respective captains Taniguchi and Nacho Inter. Nacho Inter isn't the captain, actually. Farizal Marlias, who has recovered from a concussion that he received in a league match before the start of the AFC Champions League. He's missed the first 2 matches, but he comes in. He's the national team goalkeeper as well, so that may well strengthen. Let's have a look at Kawasaki Frontale. It's as strong as you can get. Xiangrong, the experienced Korean, in goal. Yamana, Yamamura, Taniguchi and Sasaki at the back. In midfield, Schmidt, the Brazilian, and Taki Banada with Massinho. Kei Chinen, who scored twice against Guangzhou. Daya and Leandro Damião leading the way, the former Brazilian international. Match referee for today is from Saudi Arabia. His assistants are Saudi and Australian. Chinese Taipei's Chen Xintuan is the 4th official. Mohammed Khalid Al-Huish is the man in charge, 35-year-old Saudi. Refereed the JDT Guangzhou game, dished out a deserved red card and 1 yellow. Farizal returns to the team and takes the captain's armband, confirmation of the 35-year-old Mohammed Al-Huish. Farizal returning is a bonus for JDT, because Hazik Nazli hasn't recovered from the arm injury he picked up in the last game, so he is one of 2 changes from the side that started against Ulsan. The other sees the return to midfield of Afiq Fazail instead. And a 3-5-2 formation with Levert Corbinon very often dropping back to make it a regular 4-4-2. Leandro is the man who gets up in support as much as possible for Forestieri and Burks. Arif Ayman, 19-year-old local prodigy who can torment defenders but also has good defensive discipline. On the bench, should they require it. 5-time top scorer in the J-League for Kawasaki, Yu Kobayashi, and the pacey left winger Ten Miyagi. 5 substitutes allowed, which will help if we are talking fatigue, and with all the matches coming up thick and fast. Fernando Forestieri, a recruit for this season, has got experience of the top flight in Spain and Italy, and the championship level in England. Scored a wonderful early opening goal to set the scene against Ulsan. Would try to claim the goal against Guangzhou, but it will go down as an own goal. So we're all just about set. The boys of Straits will try to be the 12th man for Johor Darul Taksim. Damião gets us underway, belted for by Taniguchi. Kawasaki have been warned of what Johor are able to do, so they will be taking this very seriously on the attack early on. Slipping past Nacho, looking for Leandro, it comes out to the edge of the penalty area. Sasaki, the left back, looks for João Schmidt. 3 Brazilians in the lineup, and first error from Kazuya Yamamura. But that was encouraging for Toru Aniki, the way that JDT were opened up down their left-hand side. It's Forestieri wants the free kick and gets the free kick for a handball. Benjamin Mora, the Mexican coach of Johor Darul Taksim, has been in charge of some of the most famous nights of JDT's storied career, recently storied career. So an early chance for Forestieri to look for Shane Lowry. Nacho Inter, Bergson, Charles Sard is also up from the back. Tons of experience in the Kawasaki backline. Tim Grunt, 37-year-old former Korean international, in goal. Just getting a talking to, not quite sure why. Maybe just to avoid blocking off the goalkeeper. Interesting though. Forestieri looks for Nacho. Damião cleared it. Here's Leandro Velasquez, the Argentine. Forestieri. Velasquez wins the throw-in. Shane Lowry. The Middle East, but another with bags of experience in the English lower divisions. Already a couple of tackles snapping in from Kawasaki. Suggests that they know that they've got to win the individual battles, the physical battles. Nacho Inter finds Levert Corbinon, Malaysian international. Damião round the outside, nicely played. Hoisted up, looking for Marcinho. Keep it in. That was interesting. Diatono getting forward for the second time down the right-hand side. 23-year-old. Timed his run to perfection. Charles Sard, who was left trailing in his wake. Taniguchi's header. Big battle there between Taniguchi and Bergson da Silva. Bergson's scoring form. He's got 11 in 6 matches. That excludes the 10-0 in the cup. Vasquez. Yeah, just clipped that time by Tono. Arif Ayman. By Yamane. Oh, well, the referee's played an advantage, even though Forestieri tumbled. Just nipped in. It was a feature of the early stages against Ulsan. Certainly the first 45 minutes, JDT were able to press successfully. Then they tired in the second half. Hit more on the break. Sasaki back to Shogo Taniguchi. Yamane into Damião, Charles Sard. Marcinho, lovely take. Goes on Arif Ayman. Arif, ooh, he went to ground. Luckily, he just got a toe to the ball. And Nacho Inter is clipped by Diatono. But that's an intriguing battle as we have a look at the free kick once again. Marcinho Barbosa against Arif Ayman. Ooh, Arif, he's just got a toe. He's got to be really careful in the tackles. Taniguchi's header. Only finds Arif. Going forward at the other end. Schmidt mops up. Rafik Fazel snapping into the tackle, but Tono plays it into space. Nicely done. Mane. Schmidt. Bernardo broken into the Kawasaki first team just this season. Sasaki. Been in charge for a wonderful period of Kawasaki's history. Davis. Velasquez. Bernardo keen to get the challenge in. Velasquez. Arif. Bergson. Breaks away from Schmidt. Challenging again, that's a late challenge from Fernando Forestieri as he flew into it. Referee has been lenient there because he's clattered him well afterwards. Fernando Forestieri has been called to the referee quite wisely. Jogs over, puts on his best innocent face. Having a word as well. Leandro's header cleared by Charles-Sard. All over Fernando Forestieri. Jumping early, preventing the jump from the Argentine-born but Italian registered player. The 4 foreign players you allowed in the AFC Champions League: Velasquez, Bergson, Forestieri. Shane Lowry is the AFC player. Malaysia's domestic league, you're allowed an ASEAN player as well, which is part of the plan in the AFC Champions League. Charles-Sard is a place that normally is occupied by a player called Carly de Mergen. This is Yamane. Taki Bernardo made a good run. Schmidt. Yamane, here is Taki Bernardo. Velasquez there, Leandro wins it back ahead of Afik Fazail. Velasquez puts in a hefty old challenge. Nacho Inter comes away with possession. A lot of scrapping going on at the moment. Afik Fazail wins it back. Leandro onto Charles-Sard. Ooh, it's been blocked by Charles-Sard! The flag is up for offside, but that was nearly catastrophic for Charles-Sard. And welcome back, Faris Al-Malias. Just back from a concussion, he's been clobbered once again. Clobbered by his own man. It's a really good save. As Sharrell comes back, he takes quite a chunk of Faris Al-Malias with him. They've had 1 or 2 goalkeeping problems, have Johor Darul Taksim. Farisal, as I said, was concussed and missed the first 2 games. So Hazik Nazli came in, an international goalkeeper. Kept the clean sheet as we look at the work once again. Marcinho just in there. HNM hit the target, but Farisal does really well. He's out very, very quickly, spreads himself. Hazik was injured, had to come off in the victory over Ulsan, which brought in another international goalkeeper, Izam Tarmizi. But Hazik's arm injury has kept him out of the squad for today. So Izan, for a moment, may have thought that he was coming on for his second appearance. So the free kick for the offside as we look at Benjamin Mora. Farazal thumps it, looks for Bergson, who gets the flick on. Taki Bernardo reacted. Velasquez needs to get something. Arif, Nacho Inter. Velasquez just stayed on side. Arif, cleverly turned by Forestieri. Sasaki knocks it out, only as far as Shahril Saad. Rafiq, that's a loose pass. Shane Lowry has to go backwards. Farazal confident with the ball at his feet, but he's blasted that one a long way out. The 12th minute, goalless. Plenty of sparring going on between the teams though. Asinho, Sasaki, Schmidt, Clever, Tono, Marcinho, at pace, Marcinho. Leandro got there just ahead of Shane Lowry, but Lowry gets a vital touch. Six blue shirts up in the attack. Leandro looking in the mood. Schmidt. Taniguchi. Yamamura making life difficult for JDT defenders. Farazal, nice comfortable take. Wants to distribute it quickly. Confident goalkeeping. Do him the power of good as well. At times I think Fazale has given the ball away in the centre of midfield. It's just the extra quality, the extra pace of the AFC Champions League. There's Matt Davis against Schmidt. Davis has done well. Arif Ayman cuts back onto his left, three in the penalty area, doesn't beat Schmidt. Free kick against Matt Davis. Marcinho cleverly invited the contact. Bernardo. Moving on, closing down quickly. Lowry going out as well. Some lovely off-the-ball movement as KGN cuts inside Lowry, then tries to get the cross in, but Lowry rebounds off KGN. Kawasaki's movement is up front, really sharp. Leandro jumps short, then Marcinho are making forward runs. Tono is dropping into spaces as well. Get the better of Levert Corbinon. Many years was a traditional left back, but has been pushed forward into a more advanced position in the last It's only the last 8 or 9 months. Schmidt likes to boss the ball. Taniguchi. There's the movement. Sasaki. Leandro had made a great run, and then Tono's made a great run. That's who he's aiming for, but little triangle of football. Forestieri. Velasquez. Nacho Inter. Forestieri. Shalsard down the line to Arif. Velasquez asks a lot of Arif Ayman. Sasaki is an experienced player though, didn't get the wrong side. Foot was high from Shalsard. Good atmosphere inside the venue. Win over Ulsan has really got everybody pumping. JPN, good running again across the line. Marcinho closed down by Inter. Marcinho is offside. He disagrees, but a straightforward enough decision. Couple of yards. Closing down Farazal, who hits it rather aimlessly. Sukran just taking his time. Benjamin, the brain's just trying to work out what's going wrong. There's not a lot is going wrong, but Kawasaki, then movement. Difficult to pick up. Corbinong just too high there from JPN. Shalsard, got to be careful. Did he get away with that? Because Bergs has made something of a loose ball from Sharrell. Velasquez. Big Fazale. Forestieri. Yamamura steps in. Afik. Actually picked up by Yamane. Schmidt. Marcinho tumbles to the ground under pressure from Matt Davis, another Malaysia international. Is a little bit aimless. Lowry wins it back. Afik and Forestieri trying to get the better of Taki Bernarda. Sliding challenge from Lowry. Sasaki. Tono. Taki Bernarda. Intriguing stuff. Yamane. Just looking for Damiao. Lovely ball for Sasaki on his right foot, a good block. His touch brought him back into the penalty area rather than towards the goal. And Asahi Sasaki will look on that as a chance. danger of many J-League teams is the way they get their fullbacks forward. Schmidt. Goes backwards to Yamamura. Sasaki. Well, he's applauding the pass now. But here's the opening for Sasaki just a moment ago. If he touches that, either squares it or takes it towards the goal, there's a very, very different outcome. And Cheryl Sard, both Farizal and Cheryl Sard have just hoisted long balls for Bergson and Forestieri. Yamamura, Chinen, not in ahead of Lowry. Cheryl Sard picks up the second ball. Gobinong, Lowry, he's lost out. Needed a desperate challenge, but the danger is still on. Massinho, pushed wide. Arif takes him to the byline. Gobinong lost possession on the left-hand side and there was instant danger as Kawasaki turned over the possession. Midway through the first half, goalless. It's boxing. I think Kawasaki are leading on points. Yamane. Schmidt. Taki Bernardo. Taken out of it by Nacho Inter. Gobinong finds Bergson. Give and go with Velasquez. Had to run around his own man. Not being able to hold on to possession for long periods of time, Johor. That's better. Bergson drives into the space and picks up a free kick. Lamane again. To maybe set something up, free kick opportunity. So Velasquez has got Bergson, Forestieri, Cheryl Sard, Inter and Lowry to aim for. He overplays the pass. Disappointing from Velasquez, capable of so much better. Argentine scored the goal that won the AFC Cup in 2015 for Johor Darul Taksim. 6.5 years ago now. Look at the flags and the noise away behind the goal of Farizal Malias. Won the header but only found Arif. Taniguchi having a muscular battle. Forestieri. Inter. Velasquez. Bergson. Forestieri. Easy passes Bergson. Davis has to go backwards. Looking in immaculate condition. Shane Lowry. Cheryl Sard. Well, Cheryl Sard There was just a trap waiting for that ball in, and Lowry has to go onto his weaker right foot. Flag is up for offside, though, against Bergs. Kawasaki are somehow forcing Johor to play the ball long, more often than Johor normally like to. It's a conundrum for Benjamin Mora to try and work out. Yamamura. They revert to a more rigid 4-4-1-1. There's Davis, who can play at right back. Arif. Schmidt. Think over the top, looks for Marcinho. Marcinho's touch! Farizal is out of his goal, Marcinho. Tono over the top of the bar. But Kawasaki knocking on the door, and it's that straight ball. Lovely touch from Marcinho. In retrospect, Farizal's done really well to close him down. Then when he pulls it back, D'Antonio just gets under his feet a little bit. But they are able to get behind Johor, and that will be a concern for the home team, or the designated away team, but in reality the home team, the hosts. Marcinho clobbered by Velasquez. Bobinong, the pressure from Chinem. Foul against Chinem. Referee, though, is going to have a word with Leandro Velasquez. That's why he stopped the game, because Velasquez put in a tough old challenge, not that one. So Johor are saying, why have you played on here, referee? And the answer is because Velasquez had left an awful lot on Marcinho. Lowry pings one for Arif, up against Sasaki. Arif Ayman. He was being tugged back. There's Marcinho. Sasaki. It's a little bit short for Schmidt. Velasquez. Bergson. And the pressing at a late stage forced an error. Taki Bernardo picks up a loose pass from Charles Saad. Again, the movement ahead of the Kawasaki back three. They've got loads of options, and so often they decide just to take it easy. Bam Leandro, he stopped making those runs soon. Taniguchi. Yamamura, he's closed down by Forestieri. Leandro does superbly, holding off Charles Saad. Afik, Nacho. Bergson. Arif not had a chance to run at anybody yet. Good challenge coming in there from Tono. Schmidt wanting the play to be spread. Joe Schmidt's only recently come back into the starting lineup. He missed the first 8 games of the J-League this season. Such a minimalistic style, just likes to hold that quarterback slot. It's Taki Bernardo do all his running. There is Taki Bernardo. Yamamura. Yamane. Triangle so easy on the eye. When they're performed right, they look so easy. Tono have made a great run. Not picked out. Yamamura. Taniguchi. Sinyo. Tono. Sliding tackle from Charlesard, and on the throw-in, I'm not sure which way the throw-in has gone, but the referee has called for the drinks break after 30 minutes. Good covering here from Charlesard. Signed from the Perak club midst of last year. It could well have come off Tono. Chance to focus on the fans at the end behind Faraz Al-Malias. There's the little knot of Kawasaki fans high up in the main stand, opposite, high up in the grandstand, opposite the main stand. And they'll be more encouraged, I would imagine, than the Johor players. It is 0-0. Johor have worked hard, but the greatest dangers have come from Kawasaki. Let's have a little look at Leandro Velasquez. Little fancy work from the Argentine. We just saw that Bergson was then swamped by Kawasaki Frontale players. Club with big ideas, Johor Darul Taksim. They want to be on this AFC Champions League stage. They want to be coming up against experienced Korean internationals such as Jung year on year. Kawasaki, for their part, they've never really done it on the big Asian stage. It's their 10th season, 3 quarter-finals, the best they've ever done. Which is to be sneezed at, but the team who've won 4 of the last 5 titles, admittedly in COVID circumstances, the last couple. Still expect them to be a little bit more progressive on the AFC Champions League stage. Matt Davis with the throw-in for JDT. Taniguchi, good upper body strength as Arif closed down. Took some run. I think he was rather surprised to see Arif closing him down. It's Fernando Forestieri. Loses out to Massinho, loses out to Velasquez. Bergson. Do like to play it tight. Bergson. Scored a glorious left-footed winner against Ulsan. Taniguchi. Watching the AFC Champions League, Group I. This is Kawasaki Frontale in the blue against Johor Darul Taksim in the white. Sultan Ibrahim Stadium. Newly opened. This is the biggest event we've had so far, though. Victories over Guangzhou and Ulsan. Kawasaki that 100% record. It breaks to Leandro, little dink over the top, looks for Tono, runs back into trouble, and Corbinong flicks it out to Forestieri, who flicks it back for Corbinong, who scoops it high. Taki Bernarda. Another intervention from Corbinong, and the overhead kick from Nacho Inter. Only finds Sasaki. Zhao Smith. Taniguchi onto Yamamura. Leandro is wanting a ball over the shoulder of Charlesard. Taniguchi onto Zhao Smith. Dropping into this quarterback role again. Massinho. Oh, it's just got over Charlesard. Massinho is offside. But Velasquez left something there on Leandro, and will pick up a yellow card. And the free kick will go to Kawasaki. As Marcinho played that in. Don't know what Leandro Velasquez was chasing. Oh, it's very late, isn't it? It is late. On the wrong side. So a yellow card. First yellow card of the tournament for Johor. Dayatono with the free kick. 8 white shirts in a line. Tono looks to the back post. Flag stays down. An unusual 1-2 as it comes back to Dayatono. Gets the cross in. Hands were flailing, but it breaks to Bergson. Runs across Yamamura. Corbinong. Forestieri. Barged off the ball by Taki Bernardo. That's well played by the Italian. It was always unlikely he was going to win the foot race, but what he did is he's bought a foul and he's got possession for Johor Darul Taksim. .37 minutes played. There's the yellow card. Utterly deserved. Taniguchi now to Sasaki. Marcinho, again another of those fancy little flicks. Gets away from that Joe Inter. Cheryl Sard is over to cover. Taki Bernardo. Schmidt just arrives in the nick of time, then gives it away to Arif. Davis, resplendent in those orange boots. Not such a resplendent pass. John pops it forward, could have left that for Taniguchi. Davis, Perth-born, Malaysian international, signed from one of Johor's big rivals, Pahang. Just 18 up the coast as Arif cuts inside. Nacho Inter spreads it out to Corbinong. Fancies a shot, Levere Corbinong. Sprawling save. I think he would have expected to beat the keeper there, but it's worth a go. Fully 30 metres. Velasquez. Ooh. Velasquez again. Cleared away by Schmidt. Corbinong. Born, has a Canadian cap, but Malaysian international, 16 caps to his name, normally at left back. Shane Lowry. Forestieri helps it inside, but there's nobody close enough. Taniguchi, Sasaki closed down, now the press is on, but great work by Sasaki. Such great work from Taniguchi. There's Nacho Inter. Foul has been won by Arif Ayman. An old colleague of mine used to talk about footballing IQ. There's Arif Ayman at the tender age of 19, showing good football IQ, getting something. Spoken to Davis very kindly. Bergson deflected corner. In encouragement as we approach the final 5 minutes of what's been a difficult half for Johor. First time Bergs has been able to get away from Yamamura, but 32-year-old closed him down well. Arif Ayman trots over to take this corner kick. We've got Lowry, Nacho Inter, Bergson, Forestieri, Cheryl Sard, all six-footers. Bergson! Jung Seung Grong does well. Couple of half chances. Again, there's a good challenge. It's not a clean header for Bergson. Taniguchi just does enough to put him off. And then the big keeper strong enough to hold off the challenge from Fernando Forestieri. But encouraging signs for JDT. As Davis wins that header, but look at that, Sasaki drives forward. Nacho Inter. Then he loses out to Schmidt. Danger until it's won back by Arif. Cleverly played, Afik. Velasquez feinted to play the long ball out to Corbin Ong. Bergson comes very, very deep. Spread out wide to Arif, but Sasaki again reads it well. Well, Arif will get a yellow card. He was clumsy more than anything. Actually, I'm not really sure what he could do, but he clobbered into Daya Tono. He's got the right of way. He's running towards the ball. Daya Tono was coming across him. Second yellow card for Johor Darul Taksim, handed out by Khalid Al-Hosh. Taniguchi. They're not beaten in the air. Leandro. Will it break to Tono? Marcinho. Oh, just nicked off his foot. Just in the nick of time from a Johor perspective. 3 times now Marcinho has been a toenail away from something. Look at this, Tono is there, knocks it through. Davis just recovers. Pretty movement. Kawasaki haven't created a huge amount. Here's Bergson. He wants a corner. And he's got a corner. No, it's not. Yeah, the referee, I think, has got that one spot on. Good officiating, if unpopular amongst the majority of the crowd. Leandro leaning on the back of Nacho Inter. 2 minutes to add on at the end of the first. It's been a mature performance from Johor. It's the Kawasaki side who've shown that they're very competitive. Bags and movement up front. Schmidt, Yamane, Keichinen, Yamane as well, who's made the Japanese national squad a couple of times. Taki Bernardo loses out to Lowry. Miscommunication between Afik Fazel and Lebert Corbinon. Kawasaki trying to get on with it quickly. Leandro had moved into an offside position. Then Tono is blocked off. Farizal can collect comfortably. Shane Lowry has proved to be a real addition, almost an improvement on Maurizio, who was the long-time foreign defender. Shane Lowry, schooled in the physicality of the English Championship. Flag is up for offside against Rafik Ayman. Well, it's not been vintage. It would be a fib to say as such, but it's been fascinating. Kawasaki are giving utmost respect to Johor Darul Taksim. Half-time whistle goes before the free kick can be taken. Johor on level terms. Fernando Forestieri has worked hard. João Schmidt has probed from midfield. Leandro Velasquez picked up a yellow card. Shane Lowry, though, has been resolute in defence. Best moments have come at the end of Faraz Al-Marlius, but he hasn't had to make many spectacular saves. The one he did make was from an offside position. So at half-time, it's intriguing but goalless in Group I of the AFC Champions League. Kawasaki Frontale 0, Johor Darul Taksim 0. Very warm welcome back to our coverage of the AFC Champions League 2022. We are in the group stage in the Eastern region. This is one of 5 groups in the Eastern region, the 5 groups of 4 teams in theory, but there's been a couple of, or certainly one team has pulled out. It means that the group winners of each group go through to the round of 16, and the best 3 runners-up in those 5 groups will join them. So we are approaching the midway stage of this group, Group I, and at the moment Johor Darul Taksim in the white have played 2, won 2, and are level at half-time here against Kawasaki Frontale. Kawasaki, they've won 1, drawn 1, and they're level here. Ulsan beat Guangzhou 3-0 earlier today to secure their first victory after a defeat and the draw against Kawasaki. So it's all bubbling up very nicely. This is match day 3 of 6. Kawasaki Frontale, the Japanese champions, the J-League champions, taking on Malaysia's 8 times in a row champions, Johor Darul Taksim. Great noise at the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium. It's Johor who get us underway in the second half. No changes from either side. That means Johor got Farazal in goal, the back 3 of Matt Davis, Sharyl Sard on the ball now, and Shane Lowry. Nacho Inter, the holding midfielder, with Afik Fazel and Leandro Velasquez in front of him. Levert Corbinong and Arif Ayman providing the width for Forestieri, and Bergson up front. Kawasaki have Jung Seung-rung in goal. Yamane, Yamamura, Taniguchi and Sasaki as the back 4. Zhao Schmidt, the holding midfielder. There is Schmidt, just mopping up after Yamamura was hurried by Bergson. Schmidt's got Taki Bernarda and Tono in front of him, with Keichinem. Marcinho providing the width for Leandro Damião. Kawasaki posed the greater threat in the first half, had more of the ball, just about 60-40, 58-42 to be precise. And here's Sasaki. Throw-in goes the way of Johor Darul Taksim. Chaniki, very uncomplicated, nice man, easy to talk to. With a translator, patient, highly successful, most successful coach in the history of Kawasaki. Marcinho around the outside of Davis. Davis, though, got the strength to hold off Marcinho. Then given away, Marcinho tumbles to the floor under a quarter challenge from Sharyl Sard. Referee not interested. That's the kind of danger Johor need to be wary of. It hasn't created a clear chance, but it's not far away. Closed down by Velasquez, who picked up a yellow card in the first half, so needs to be a little bit careful. It's Nacho Inter. Afik, Nacho, Lowry, Corbinong. Corbinong couldn't keep it in play. Was a fit boy in the back, Corbinong, but looks to have just trimmed down a little bit. Looks really fit, really on top of his game. Davis, he finds Tono. Leandro looks out wide for H&M, but there's too much on it. Leandro acknowledges that he didn't put enough on the pass, or put too much on the pass. Davis. Arif outside of him. Here is Arif Ayman, 2 in the penalty area. Arif likes to come back on his left foot. Can go on the outside as well. It took 2 to stop him. Sharrell has to be careful, and he is. Macho Inter always available. Davis fouled. Awkward tumble. Nothing too bad. Landed on the left knee. Davis, 27-year-old, Perth born. Afik Fazel. Velasquez. Buenos Aires. Much Argentine influence behind the scenes. It's Bergson. Tries to get in there. Alan clear. Corbinong. Forestieri. It will go the way of surely Johor. No, it's been given to Kawasaki. Yamamura. Pretty real save of note came from this man, Jung Seung Rung. 30-metre daisy cutter from the Bear Corbinong. And Davis clashing in the air. Gino seems to just have an arm across Matt Davis. I don't think anything sinister. Yeah, he's just leading, using the arm for leverage. Second little awkward moment for Davis. Yamamura, Sasaki, lovely little header into Takimanada. He's run a corner there off Sharrell Saad. 1 corner each in the first half. Schmidt can come forward. H&M's good in the air. Leandro, of course, will be picked up by Shane Lowry. The 2 centre-backs will make their way forward as well. Making it clear, he wants no arms, no confrontation. Oh, it's held back in! What work that is by Bergson on the line. Taniguchi looks like he's just got to get his head on this, and yet Bergson just manages to put him off. It's a great header by Yamamura across goal. So the 4 started together, then they split. That is a chance for Shogo Taniguchi, the 30-year-old captain. Chinen's header back, he is good in the air. Scored a header against Guangzhou last time out. Very stop-start opening to the second stanza. Thought he was fouled by Shane Lowry. It was the next ball that came in. Now then, the break is on. Machinho. Sharrell Saad didn't commit. Saad finds Bergson. Forestieri running away from Bergson. Chinen gets the better of the Brazilian. Chinen's got 2-3 in the penalty area. He's got the cross in, but Larry stretches a right leg out. Then Nacho, only as far as Chinen. Good solid defensive play, and it comes off the Kawasaki player for a Johor throw-in. And that gets a rousing cheer from what is a 15,000 crowd. Martino spreads out to the left. Davis aware of that danger. Arif is strong enough to hold off a little push from Sasaki. That's been an intriguing battle. Arif Ayman versus Sahi Sasaki. Two young players, 22-year-old fullback for Kawasaki against the 19-year-old winger. Kawasaki kick. Yamamura, dominant in the air. In the second half. Velasquez caught by Schmidt. Actually, Taki Bernardo, who's getting a talking to. May seem a little bit fussy from the referee, but he's let play go on as much as he can. Forestieri, who's looking for Corbin Ong. Eventually got there. Chinen took it on the half-turn. It's tackles. Noticeable difference between Johor's performance against Ulsan and Kawasaki is against Ulsan they pressed really hard in the first 45 minutes and they were shattered seemingly by about the hour mark. Here they look a lot fresher. They didn't press as much. Marcinho's the outlet, and Taki Bernardo's made a great run. Charles tracked him. Marcinho. Velasquez does well. Davis. Foul against Joao Schmidt. Thai teams have led the way for Southeast Asia in terms of performances in the AFC Champions League. Buriram and Mongtong United especially. Johor hoping to join that group, as are Singapore's Lion City Sailors. BG Pathum United. Some resources being thrown at one or two of the clubs in Southeast Asia. Charles Sard. To get these big nights like this. Davis has done well. Arif. Referee plays on there. Marcinho, he's got Taki Bernardo in front of him. Straighting distribution. Now Bergson. He can control. He's one-on-one on Yamamura. Yamamura defended really well. Bergson looked like it squared him up. Forestieri. Bit of keep ball. Velasquez, such an important player in the Johor setup. Chinen adjudged to have clipped Velasquez. He does like the theatrics. He was clipped. There's a clip on the toe, but does go down. JPN can also argue he got the ball there. But it's a free kick nonetheless, as we approach the hour mark. And again, in top company, Johor Darul Taksim do not look out of place. Kawasaki completed 16 fouls to 6. But it's Johor who've got the 2 yellow cards, Arif Ayman and Leandro. Leandro is fully deserved. Arif, you could understand it. Nacho Inter, again, has got 5 big men to aim for. Jung read that all the way. Such a reassuring presence in goal. Big 6'4" goalkeeper. Yamamura, Marcinho, Sasaki. Tono, out wide, JPN. Foul by JPN as he tried to go past Corbinong. Doesn't feel he's getting the rub of the green, Chinem. And a couple of changes. From Kawasaki, we're going to see Wakizaka, very creative midfielder, coming on. And also top goal scorer, as we have a look here at the free kick once again. So Kurumaya has got himself 3 goals and is the top goal scorer for Kawasaki from centre-back. Lovely cultured left-sided central defender. Wakizaki on for Tono. Charles has to be careful. Charles has to deal with that, and does. But it breaks to Taki Bernada. JPN in a battle with Corbinong, and he doesn't get the result that he thought he deserved. And then he concedes. Wow. He's feeling very hard done by, is the number 20. Yasuto Wakizaka. Kurumaya on for Yamamura. Around about this time, we might see 1 or 2 Johor substitutes as well. It's a frantic schedule. 6 matches in 15 days. Guangzhou had sent their strongest team. It would have been 6 hugely difficult matches in 15 days, but Guangzhou sent a very much under strength young team. Corbinong's header. Forestier bundled over. Kurumaya. Streri. Ball well kept in play by JPN. That's a lovely little turn. Corbinong has rugby tackled JPN. JPN's getting the talking to. That really does seem a little bit harsh for the Japanese striker. Handshakes there as we look at the rugby tackle again. Corbinong got away with one there. Damane. Kurumaya. Will he just drive forward a little bit more? Schmidt. Angle ball, Martinho. Taki Bernarda is available. Leandro Schmidt loses out. Leandro Velasquez, the other Leandro. Arif wants to take on Kurumaya for pace. Didn't look like he believed in himself there, Arif Ayman. He has got blistering pace. The latest to have words with the referee, who's going to call Shane Lowry back for the foul. Eladal Hoysh does not like being spoken to the way Leandro is speaking to him. It's late. Potential of getting a little bit feisty this game. There's Leandro, lovely little give and go. JPN, Leandro Marcinho available. Lowry dives the head clear, but at the expense of a corner. Third of the night for Kawasaki Frontale. Kurumaya, who's made a habit of scoring from corners in this competition, he's gone up. Schmidt and Taniguchi, Kurumaya, JPN, all there. Leandro goes to the front post. Hand used. And Johor about to make their first change, and Nazmi fires Mansour. And Safari Rashid. Looks like a double change. Al-Malias, 35 years of age now, playing as well as ever. Looked after himself, taken advantage of the facilities on hand in Johor. So Velasquez comes off for Nazmi Faiz. Coach Benjamin Mora puts a lot of trust in Nazmi Faiz, man. So he's 27 now, so in the prime of his career. But Velasquez holds onto the ball so well for Johor. The other change, Arif Ayman replaced by Safari Rashid. Forestieri still chasing. Kurumaya has to hack the ball clear. Safawi's first touch gives the ball away. Oh, and it's a dangerous giveaway as well. Oh, look at this, the break is on. Marcinho's made a great run inside. The ball is just a little bit heavy from Sasaki. That was an opening for Kawasaki. Safawi. At this level, you give the ball away, and within a couple of seconds, you've got to defend for your life down the other end. Good noise coming from the home support. It's about to get even noisier. Shalsard looks for Corbinong. It's come off Yamane. Long throw, looks for Bergson. Afik. Nazmi's first involvement. Inter. And Sasaki. We face a very good player in Safari Rashid. Here's Nazmi. He's looking for Forestieri. Bergson beaten in the air by Taniguchi. Corbinong and Keichinen continue their little battle. Afik. Nazmi. Ball retention. AFC Champions League, very important. Last 20 minutes. Johor looking a lot fresher at this stage than they did against Ulsan. Davis. Who's giving it away? Leandro! So Farizal. 10 yards off his line. It's a cheeky effort. Give away from Davis. So Farizal scampering backwards. Somebody of Leandro's quality. That was not a good chance, but more than half a chance. Nazmi, throw into Johor. Johor in the white. Kawasaki, J-League champions in the sky blue. AFC Champions League Group I. Bergson. Schmidt wants a free kick because of the arms high from Bergson. Bergson plays on. Safawi. Got a lovely left foot, Safari Rashid, when it comes out to him. Scored a gem in the AFC Champions League a couple of years ago from that kind of angle. Japan, I think. Johor 3/4 of the way towards another big point. Lowry's header. Miki Yamane. Nazmi closes down, forces Taniguchi sideways. Schmidt. Again, he's looking for Massinho. Wakizaka. Massinho. It's too far ahead of Wakizaka. Schmidt. Didn't go over the top, Farizal. Picks that one up and was looking for the quick release, but Yamane closing him down. Lowry. Given away. Davis on the wrong side, and there's runs ahead of him, and it's off the outside of the post. Sasaki on his weaker right foot, cut inside, and then released a thunderbolt. Keeps being forced sideways, and that has come off the outside of the post. Closest we've come to a goal, fading away from Farizal. I don't think Aniki expected Sasaki to score from there. Great effort. Schmidt. Davis. Kunamaya lets it run through. Okazaka. Taniguchi. Yamane. Lowry again. Track the run of Leandro Damião. Taki Bernardo out wide to Sasaki. Machinho. Sasaki. Wakizaka. Oh, he's giving the ball away. He's frustrated. So we hit the 75-minute mark, and it's the obligatory drinks break. And Johor more than 3/4 of the way towards what will be another fine performance. The boys of Straits still making themselves heard. Jao Schmidt not being able to get a full grip on midfield. It's pretty even Steven in there. And a handful of Kawasaki fans still cheering their team on from high up in the rafters. It's not much of a contest, that one, is it, though? JDT against Japanese clubs, 8 times they played, just 1 win. That was against Kashmir Antlers. This is as close as we've come to a goal. Sasaki just drifting and then unleashes a shot that beats Farizal, but also just flicks the outside of the right post. Sasaki has scored once in the league this season. And they do get their fullbacks forward an awful lot, both Yamane down the right and Asahi Sasaki down the left-hand side. These two teams meet again. Same place, same competition, match day 4 in 3 days' time. Thursday night now, 10 o'clock on Sunday night. Game starting at 10 o'clock to allow the Muslim players in the Johor team break fast. Nazmi closes down Jung. Corbinong versus Chinen. Round 15. It's been a wonderful battle between those two. Lowry versus Leandro's been strong as well. Not a great ball though from Shane Lowry. Easy for Kuramaya. Taniguchi. Him versus Bergs. It's been a good battle. Schmidt. Yamane. Whether Coach Aniki would be okay with a point against Johor and still be unbeaten, 5 points from the opening games, or whether or not he wants to put Johor in their place, go into match day 4 on top of the group. It's the end of match day 6, you really want to be top of the group. And Safawi was clearly played in by Nazmi Faiz. Jung Seung-rung was very aware to that opening. Changes for Johor. Ramadan Saifullah and Safi Grahim. Safi Grahim on for Afiq Fazail. Forrest Rieri, his day. He's worked hard, replaced by Ramadan Saifullah. yet. Maybe a change of mind. Safik is on. Ramadan is coming on, but for whom? For Bergson. Bergson de Silva. So he won't add to the 4 goals he's already scored in this season's AFC Champions League. Maybe just a bit fatigued as he half-heartedly trots towards the touchline. Fourth official Chen Xianchuan encouraged him to move on a bit quicker, and Ramadan Fuller scored a lovely goal against Guangzhou on match day 1. He comes in on the left-hand side. Forestieri and tuck back on Kurumaya. So Forestieri will go central, Safawi right, Ramadan left. I'm also wondering whether it might be a more rigid back 4 for the last 10 minutes for Johor. Sungryang. Well, he was trying to go down the touchline. Awkward angle. But Leandro Marcinho were there. Taniguchi, the captain, and the pressure. Davis. Although Leandro was playing for it, there was definitely a push, maybe a little nudge as well in the back from Matty Davis. Brazil international striker. Starts his career at Internacional. Davis disagreed. Kurumaya. Ramadan has work to do against KGN. Marque. Nazmi did well. Safawi just caught late, and that'd be a talking to, at least possibly even a card for Kurumaya. Indeed, the yellow card. Shintaro Kurumaya. Good pace from Safawi. Used in fits and starts. Ritza. Smith gets away from Forestieri, and then loses out to Forestieri. Ritza. Ramadan did well. Feinted though, he was letting the ball go past him, then came short, drew the foul. Double change coming on. There's a number 9 shown there, Leandro. Kobayashi prepares to come on, former Japanese international. confusion. Indeed it is. Leandro comes off, Kobayashi comes on. The other change, we'll see Ten Miyagi, a left winger, come on for Marcinho. Well, their big names haven't really shone today. Leandro and Marcinho, they've threatened, they've had little moments. Ramadan, Safik, Nazmi. Safik runs into trouble. Nazmi wins the ball back. Confident enough to play in tight little corners, Johor. Taniguchi belts it forward to Kobayashi. Kichinen, sorry. Miyagi. More direct runner. Kobayashi. Chinen will move into the centre. Important challenge. Miyagi just couldn't get it out of his feet. Kurumaya finds Kobayashi, who's offside. Flag was up nice and early against Yu Kobayashi. Lovely angle ball from Kurumaya. Bit of a legend at the club, Kobayashi. Been their top scorer in 6 seasons, going as far back as 2011. Has been very much part of the success. Keep it in play. Schmidt gets there. Final change for Johor Darul Taksim. Fernando Forestieri will take a weary walk off the pitch. And Hazwan Bakri, who rarely gets any game time, he's going to have the last 5 minutes or so. Again, fine work from Forestieri. He's quickly made himself a fan favourite in Johor. Hazwan's got an international hat-trick to his name against Sri Lanka. Safawi. He's got an international hat-trick to his name as well. Throw in to Johor. Crowd trying to sing Johor home, not for a victory, but for a point, or it could be a victory, because, well, they worked that beautifully. Safawi. Nazmi with the little flick back, and Safawi Rashid, sorry, Hazwan's flick. Safawi just doesn't grab it. They've worked on that in the training ground. Winter once again has been outstanding at the base of the Johor midfield. urge his team forward. He wants a victory. Taniguchi to Mikayamane. Kobayashi. Now then, Safari. Is he dragged back? Safari! What a player to come on for the last 25-30 minutes. Direct Schmidt. Put him under enough pressure without conceding the foul. Probably the right decision to carry on. The head in hands from him and several players, because they know he's good enough to fizz one into a corner. Now then, Miyagi gets inside Davis. Not Jarosad, and then foul by Miyagi. Three minutes for Johor to go in at the end of match day 3, top of the pile. The Kawasaki to play again on Sunday. Then Guangzhou on Wednesday, before finishing here against Ulsan next Saturday night. Charles Sard just moves it forward. Kawasaki have Johor, followed by Ulsan, and they'll finish against Guangzhou. But they might get a late chance here. Lowry just does enough. Then Lowry gets back into the middle to try and defend. 1 minute of the 3 gone. Is there a sting in the tail from Kawasaki? Schmidt, Yamamura, Taniguchi, Schmidt, patient build-up, Kobayashi, Lowry, stumbles as he clears, but clears. Kurumaya, Sasaki, Kobayashi has peeled away to the right, just off Ramadan Saifullah. Then he's made a great run, Kobayashi. Kobinong has to get there. Kobayashi! Frustrated with himself, because it bounced nicely for him. Again, his movement wins the second ball. Make sure Ramadan Saifullah can't put in a challenge. It would have been one heck of a goal if he scores it, but he does have that ability. As it stands, 3 games played, Johor will have 7 points, Kawasaki 5, Ulsan 4. But Ten Miyagi might still have a chance here. Can't keep it in play. Full-time whistle goes. A tense, serious game of football that proves Johor Darul Taksim can play with the best in Asia. Kawasaki Frontale probably had the better chance in the first half, but late opportunities for Safari Rashid meant that Johor might equally believe that they could have sneaked all 3 points. Both teams utilising their maximum 5 substitutes. Nobody could eke out a goal. Strong defence, good organisation, excellent discipline. Both teams still in the mix to win this group. We're only midway through the group, but it's Johor Darul Taksim who are unbeaten with 2 wins and a draw from their opening 3 games. Kawasaki 2 draws and a victory over Guangzhou. Keichinan and Laver Kobinong having a terrific battle down the left-hand side. Applause from those up high in the rafters. Forza Kawasaki, they say. Job well done for Benjamin Mora's team. Big hug from Bergson de Silva. It has finished all square at the Stadium Sultan Ibrahim. Kawasaki Frontale 0, Johor Darul Taksim 0.